तन धन पायो। वस्तु अमौलिक दी मेरे सतगुरु, वस्तु अमौलिक दी मेरे सतगुरु, कृपा कर समझायो। पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई, जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई, जग में सभी घुमायो। पायो जी मैंने जग में सभी घुमायो। पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। पायो जी मैंने खर्च न फूटे, चोर न लूटे, खर्च न फूटे, चोर न लूटे, दिन दिन बढ़त सवायो। पायो जी मैंने दिन दिन बढ़त सवायो। पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। सत की नहीं खेवटियो सत गुरु, सत की नहीं खेवटियो सत गुरु, भव सागर तर आयो। पायो जी मैंने भव सागर तर आयो। पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। पायो जी मैंने मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नागर, मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नागर, हक हक जस जस गायो। पायो जी मैंने हक हक जस जस गायो। पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। हरि ओम।
Make it little more shorter and mostly Namavadi, so that others can also follow. Now, one more, somebody can sing. Yes, please.
With an expert like Punita there, I don't know, we can't even think about it. I guess she sang so well.
If nobody is going to sing, Anupama will sing.
I am very not good at it. I think someone asked, Sharada Ramesh. Go ahead, but it's a small one. We have only 2 minutes. Okay.
Govinditi sada snanam, Govindeti sada japam, Govindeti sada dhyanam, sada Govinda kirtanam.
Okay. Okay, we shall start the class. Next week, we shall start 10 minutes before, because we have 2-3 people to sing, right? So, bhajans is good before the class. So, next week, we shall start 10 minutes before. Sahana bhavatu, sahano bhunaktu, saha viryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramurtanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vikkaram. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Yeah. So I was commanded to do a revision of the last class for a few minutes. And Punita warned all of you it will all be a repetition, even otherwise. Because truth cannot be variety. Truth can only be simple. Imagination can be variety. Therefore, the talk mostly all the time will be repetitive. Repetitive till you start teaching others. If you feel it is repetitive, you should start teaching others. Right? So now, what does the Shastra say? Why do we need philosophy? Why do we need spirituality? What is this Brihadaranyaka Upanishad? Swamiji, my guru, has said, if something doesn't serve you in your life, do not waste your time on that. So this spirituality, the Upanishads, if they don't serve us on our life now, it's a speculation. In the competitive world, how can we afford speculation of time? We need time for a lot of things. Therefore, when you listen to me, please do not listen to me for elaborate logics, quotations, terminology. You must try to catch every class one clue to upgrade your life. Right? What does the Shastra say? Before that, we all want to improve. Everybody wants to improve. Materialist also wants to improve. Spiritualist also wants to improve. Everybody wants to improve. And everybody feels something will happen. Something will happen. Right? Whatever happens, if it happens in time, if it is because of a process, means, action, production, transformation, and cleaning, gaining, all these, if you through these processes you gain, they have to be finite. Because when you gain something from these methods, what I said, in Sanskrit, utpadyam, samskaryam, vikaryam, apyam. When you gain these things through a process, that means you don't have now. What you don't have, when you gain in time, it has to be finite. Because if it is infinite, it has to be everywhere, all times. If something is not there now, gained in time, is lost in time. Right? I don't have money. I make money. Otherwise, I borrow money. Otherwise, I cheat and get money. Several processes. But I don't say money is lost because you are very clever to save it and to develop it. But unfortunately, you have to leave that money. Money may not leave you, but you have to leave that money. You can't carry it with you. Right? This is the same with all our possessions, procurements. You can't take the family with you. You can't take the number of cars with you. You can't take the number of mobiles you have with you. Nothing you can take. Therefore, what anybody wants is all the time something perfect, something full, something complete. If it is complete, if it is perfect, it cannot be a product of action, got in time, got in space. It has to be there all the time. It should be you also. It cannot be anything other than that. Then it only needs to be known, not God. It has to be known. What is there all the time has to be known. How am I that infinite, that perfect, that God? Yes, sir. Because you have got all wrong data about you. You have to fill up a new form, SIR. Correct, update the form. Right? Your data is wrong, sir. I ask you, please introduce yourself to me. You will give your name. You are not the name. Because name was given to you after 10 days. Oh, I am a man. That also formed after several months in the womb. I am a businessman. I didn't ask your profession. Please introduce me who you are. Oh, what you see. That's a body. When life goes out, body is there. Why don't they preserve? Why do they weep? If you are the body, they should preserve it. And they should transact with you. Why do they weep? And they don't also believe you are the body because everybody, including tribal people, do obsequies. That means they believe there is life after death. Therefore, the real you has exited from the body. Who is this real you? You are not the body, you are the mind, is it? That also is changing all the time. You are not changing because you say, I was happy 10 minutes before. Suddenly somebody reminded me about the class. I got agitated, right? And I left seeing the match, test match going on. So many things, agitations. You are seeing all of them. Your moods are changing. You are conscious, but you are not changing. Your body is changing, your mind is changing, your intellect is changing. You are not changing. You say, my body, my mind, my intellect. What is my is not me. What I see is not me. What is seen is an object. I am the seer. Who is this I? Just close your eyes for 2 minutes. I am also going to keep quiet for 2 minutes for you to do this exercise. Close your eyes for 2 minutes. Watch all your thoughts. Don't have to control your thoughts. Just watch and be conscious of the one who is watching. And stay there as long as you can. Be conscious of the one who is watching. That one is constant, doesn't change. That is you. All of us close our eyes and try to watch our thoughts. Now, this is exercise number 1. You have watched. Now, I will repeat few times Om. Listening Om is not important. Seeing the gap between the two Oms is important. Just be conscious of the silence between the two Oms and watch that. And watch that. Close your eyes, I chant. Om. 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 How many people could feel you who watched the thoughts were different from the thoughts? You who heard the silence in Ohms, 2 Ohms when I was chanting. You were conscious of the silence. How many of you could see you are different from the silence? Watch, right? That is the real you. You may not get it in one class today, but practice it. Practice this. You will know you are the seer. Everything else is seen. All seen vanishes. Seer remains the same. Seeing changes. Seer doesn't change. Seeing the body, the mind, the intellect, and the world of objects, emotions, thoughts. They can never, never, never be perfect. Because perfection cannot be finite. When you see something, it has boundaries. What has boundaries is finite. If it is finite, it cannot be perfect. All of us, what are trying to do? Trying to see that my life is perfect. Everything perfect around me. I am a perfectionist. You don't know what you are talking. I am a perfectionist. There cannot be perfection in the body, in the mind, in the intellect, in the world outside. You can make it as comfortable as possible. You should do. God has given you the intelligence. You should maintain your body. You should keep the mind, intellect clean. There's no doubt about that. Keep the possessions, cars, everything in order, but don't expect perfection in them. When something reaches perfection, it stagnates. It is death. So therefore, perfection is not reached. Perfection is a only state which is called God, which is called love, which is called eternal, which is called existence, which is called knowledge, consciousness, happiness. And all these are not different things in God. God mainly manifests through them, like the one fire manifests as heat, light, and form. Fire manifests as heat, light, and form. Heat, light, and form are not different from fire. They are not different from fire. So therefore, God is all that doesn't change. And that therefore has no defects. It's ever perfect. This God you are. It cannot be got through production, through transformation, through refinement, through gaining. It has to be gained through knowledge. How long? If some of you were lucky, exactly following what I did, you could have already known it. That's all has to be done. After that, you have to say, this is me. That is not me. This is me. That is not me. Oh, there are several problems in the office. Okay, chalta hai. So what? They can't affect me. I am changeless. Several problems in the house. So what? Several problems happening in the country. So what? Nothing happens to me. There is a story of Janaka and Yajnavalkya. One day, Yajnavalkya has stopped for a few minutes taking class because Janaka didn't come. The sannyasis, students of Yajnavalkya, had in their mind. See, because king didn't come, he's stopping. If we do come late, will he stop? Yajnavalkya wanted them to understand what Janaka is. Therefore, Yajnavalkya, through his mystic powers, created a fire in the Mithila. Everybody started shouting, fire, 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 fire. All these sannyasis ran out to save their only possession, Langoti. They all ran out. Janaka didn't move. After some time, the mystic fire ended. Sannyasi students returned. Yajnavalkya asked, why these people have only Langoti? They ran. Whole Mithila is burning. You are the king. Why didn't you go? Janaka said, if Mithila is burning, I am not burning. If Mithila is burning, I am not burning. I am the very power behind the fire that burns Mithila. Is it true only for Janaka? It is true for you. It is true for me. When you can completely detach from the body, mind, intellect, and discover this witness that you witness now behind your thoughts and stay there in that understanding. This is me. Not puffed up by what happens around you. Never wanting perfection in imperfect things. Never bothered about any challenges that come to you. Again, doesn't mean you are a stone. If you are a human being, you will be bothered. What does it mean? You understand the problem was there, body is affected, mind is affected, it is agitated. So what? I am a witness. It doesn't mean you are a stone. But you say, that is the body, that is the mind. It's their nature is to be disturbed. So do not expect answers from imperfections for perfection. There are no answers. You can solve problem after problem. You can solve. But one problem, one solution, it gives rise to another problem, another solution. You can go on. You should do. Make things as comfortable as possible. Nothing wrong. God has given you the intellect. Nothing wrong. But when you wake up to this reality, problems are not solved. Problems are dissolved. Because you understand all problems belong to the body, mind, intellect. I am not the body, mind, intellect. So problem itself is dissolved. This science is called Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya has its source books, Vedas. And in them, Vedas, there are mantras, brahmanas, and aranyakas or Upanishads. Mantras are formulae, aranyakas are rituals, Upanishads is the teaching. Upa, near, ni, definitely, shad. Shad has three meanings. Gati, goal, Visarana, loosening, Visarana, destroying, Avasadana, loosening. Upanishad destroys ignorance by loosening your bondages and reveals the God that you are. That is called Upanishad. What Upanishad? What I bought yesterday from Ramakrishna Mission. Shankara asked somebody the same question. Vedas are eternal. He asked, what Vedas are you talking? Written Vedas, printed. They are letters, assemblage of letters. They can't be permanent. When you read the Upanishad, that which reveals in you is the real Upanishad. which is your consciousness, which is God. So Brahman, Atma is the Upanishad. The outside Upanishad is a secondary Upanishad. Gauna. Gauna. Textbook is a secondary Upanishad. Right? So we have now two things in us: changing, finite, changeless, infinite, eternal. The problem is got mixed up. The body is inert. You say, I am growing. Body is inert. Body is inert. It cannot do anything on its own. It is doing all things because of the presence of this life in you. This life in you. But the life itself doesn't do anything. In its presence, everything happens. Without the sun, there is no activity. There is neither an yajna nor a murder. Without the sun, no activity, neither an yajna nor a murder. But sun itself is not involved either in the yajna nor in the murder. So also, this consciousness lends its power to all the things that invoke it. Whatever invokes it, it blesses like electricity. When you invoke it through the bulb, it becomes the light. When you invoke it through the TV, it becomes form. When you invoke it through music system, it becomes music. Similarly, the consciousness, when invoked with the right equipment called upadhi, it blesses that quality of the upadhi. Right? Now, can there be something greater than this teaching? You want to become a millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire. All your life, you have to struggle not only to make it, to protect it. Fear of losing it. Fear of being cheated. All your life, till you die. Till you die. Not at even 86. I am tempted with so many things even now. I am waiting for some business offers. I am a bachelor, but my mind doesn't leave temptations. It wants to make money. For what? It doesn't know. Right? So till you die, these desires, ambitions, all will corrupt you, take away your peace. The very things that you want for your peace are the things that take away your peace. The very things that you want for your happiness are the things that take away your happiness, because nothing what you don't have a value can rob your happiness. Only what you have a value robs your happiness. Therefore, this knowledge make you immediately the possessor of the entire world, the master of the entire beings, not dependent on anything, not wanting anything, not even God you want. What will I do with God? He cannot make my body, mind, intellect perfect. He cannot take away the perfection that I am. He cannot make the world perfect. He cannot take away the perfect that I am. What will God do? So you are an atheist. You should ask me. No. No. I am not only a Vedantin. For me, devotion comes more than knowledge. I am a devotee first. I will be a devotee till the end. You understand? Then why you decry God? The God that you think is outside you, different from you. God alone is there. There's nothing other than God. He alone is there. What's his nature? Loves the worst criminal. To love a saint is nothing big. God loves the worst criminal. The God loves the insect in the sewage waters. God loves the criminal. God loves the insect in sewage waters. God takes care of them incessantly without a break. What more I want from that God? I don't want anything from him. I recognize his love. I am grateful to him. That's all I want. I don't want even moksha. This is repeated in Bhagavata. Every devotee says, I don't want moksha. What else I want from God, the loving God who does everything? I just recognize, be grateful to him. You understand? And that God is in you. What is in you? That God, that existence, that consciousness, that happiness is the same in all. Therefore, there are no differences. Differences are created by the imagined forms, like the dream. When you see the essence in all forms, it's nothing but existence, consciousness, bliss. Which you say you can't say you don't know. Every day in sleep, that alone is there. You are not conscious of the body, the pains that you have, the disease that you have, the problems that you have, but you enjoyed pure happiness in sleep. That is God. But you don't know there because you were also sleeping, the one who has to know. Therefore, to bring the state of sleep into waking is called samadhi, is called meditation. To bring the state of sleeping into waking. Right? So that is the job done by the Upanishads. Instantly, if you are ready, can make you God, can make you the master of the world. You are busy for this. Somebody was left in a forest, blindfolded, and was searching without removing the bandage. Somebody said, remove the bandage and see. No, I have no time to remove the bandage. He has no time to remove the bandage. That's what all our busyness is. I'm so busy, I have no time for the class. Right? Be busy all the time. God bless you. Right? So, this is the Upanishad. Here, in this knowledge, there are three aspects. First, you didn't know such a thing exists. You have known it. That's called Shabda Sravana. Sravana, listening. After that, it's vague. You have to understand it without doubt. That's called reflection, manana. You have to experience that. Remove all doubts. That's called nididhyasana meditation. Sravana, manana, nididhyasana. So Upanishads have these three subjects. Sravana, manana, nididhyasana. Brihadaranyaka has these 3 sections, 6 chapters. First 2 chapters talks about Upadesha, which is the Upanishad. Next, Shravana. Next 2 chapters talk about Manana, Upapatti. Last 2 chapters talk about Nididhyasana, which is called Upasana. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava. Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava. Brihadaranyaka has these 3 sections with 2 chapters each. And in that, it starts first, though it is Upanishad, but Upanishad is taught through some upasanas in the beginning itself. Why? Anybody takes Brihadaranyaka says, Ayyo, boring, keeps it off. But I am fan of it. I am doing 7th time. All my life I will do only this. Because there is no clarity you will get anywhere else other than this. He does upasana of what? Of Hiranyagarbha. What is Hiranyagarbha? Brahmaji, the creator. The creator has to be greater than the created. Therefore, Brahmaji is the biggest you know. You can know. Right? So, that upasana of trying to reach Brahmaji, Hiranyagarbha, is taught. And what does it conclude? This Hiranyagarbha is himself finite. It gives you clues how to reach that biggest state, Brahmaji, and it says at the end, it's also finite. Why do you need this? You are the one who created Brahmaji. You are the one who created Brahmaji. Know yourself, knowledge. Therefore, they take the upasanas, and through the upasanas, they give you various goals and say this is still finite. In all our life, we have several means and several ends. To gain money and all that, laukika karma, worldly activity. Want more money? Do Sudarshana Homam. More money, rituals. Vaidika karma. No. I want to go, go to Swarga to meet Ramba, Urvasi and all that. Then do meditation. And you club Vaidika karma and meditation, Vaidika meditation, upasana, you will go to Brahmaloka. These are the means. Artha, through only Vaidika karma, Pitruloka, through only upasana, Swargaloka. Vaidika karma plus upasana together is Brahmaloka. All are finite. You are the Brahman who produced all of them. You are infinite. That is through Jnana. So to make you understand, and also for the lesser competent students who cannot reach that Brahman, they also should not be denied. What little they can gain, they should be given. Therefore, these upasanas are given in the Vedas. Okay, you can't go there, you at least get this. Nothing wrong. So Hiranyagarbha upasana, it starts. What is upasana? What is upasana? Nikrusta vastuni utkrusta darshanam. In an insignificant object, see the highest ideal. You go and get a small pebble from the road, put it, vibhuti, chandan and all that, bait it, and say it is Shiva or Ganesha. After that, what will you do? You brought that from the road. Now you made it Shiva or Ganesha. Now what will you do? Will you go with chappals inside? Hindus don't do. You don't go with chappals because it's God. You don't do anything before that God what should not be done. Right? Because it's God. Who made it God? You only made it God. You brought the stone, made it God. After that, it is God only. There's no doubt in that. Because God is in everything, you don't normally see. Now you invoke. You have invoked. It becomes God. After it becomes God, you don't give Naivedya, you will have problems. Bali has to be given. That's why in temple, where there is prana pratishtha, every day 3 times Bali is given. Bali need not be goats and all that, even food and all that. Has to be given. Right? That is called upasana. The better example is, Swamiji gives, you buy a piece of cloth, 3 pieces, red, white, green, and put a circle in between. It becomes a national flag. You only bought those pieces. At that time, nobody questions you. Once you made it a flag, can you trample on that? You will be put behind bars for all your lifetime. Just putting your feet on the national flag which you made it. It's an ordinary insignificant cloth, but you invoke the nation in that. That's called upasana. Utkrusta vastuni nitkrusta darshanam. An insignificant object, you superimpose a greater ideal. That's called upasana. What is the secret of this upasana? Simple formula, what is the secret? Your mind takes the form of what it thinks. Your mind takes the form of what it thinks. I will tell a few objects. Please don't see that object in your mind. Pot. Should not see the pot. Pot. Bat. TV. Father. Mother. When you say the form, name, the form will come to you. You can't avoid it. And the mind takes that form. And what is mind? Man is his mind. God plus mind is man. Simple formula, therefore, man minus mind is God. God plus mind is man. Man minus mind is God. How do I get out of this mind? Substitute the many with one. Let the mind take the form of that one. And now, let the mind with that one see its source. It will see it to be the consciousness. Along with the mind, that one object also merges into the consciousness. Mind ends. That is upasana. Bringing all things to a focus point. And then that mind, along with these things that gathered, sees to its source, merges in that, the world ends. This is called the highest of upasanas, Hiranyagarbha upasana. What is that? First of all, what is this Hiranyagarbha? God is there. Your uncle is there. God is there. Your uncle is there who owes you money. Right? Your bungalow is there. Your car is there. Your horses are there. Your pet dogs are there. So if all these things are there, different from God, God is not all of them. God is different. Agreed. At least logically. If they are there, God is different. Therefore, God now has boundaries. Listen carefully. When I am here, you are there. I cannot be here, you can't be there, without I having a boundary, space in between you and me. For me to exist, for you to exist, there has to be space between us, and therefore we have boundaries. What has boundaries has to be finite. So if there is something other than God, he has to be finite. If there is something other than God, he has to be finite. Since God cannot be finite, he alone has to be there. I'll pick up this logic little later. Before that also, one more thing you see. All the finite world, what its source? Another finite. What its source? Another finite. Where it will end? Source of finite is finite is finite. It cannot end anywhere. That means it has no beginning. It cannot be. Finite should only have an origin in the infinite. Finite should have its origin in the infinite. Your feedbacks, you have to tell me if I am going above your head. I am trying to do as much as I can, but still you can guide me what to do in your feedback. Right? So, if God is infinite, he alone has to be there. Then what are all this what I am seeing? When you dreamt of your father, brother, mother, your cars, your bungalows, your pets, your bank balance, all you dreamt. They are all while you were dreaming real. Are they different from you? They are all you only, projected in the mind. Where were the forms? Forms were in you only. The forms in you parades before you while sleeping, the consciousness, they get animated, that becomes your world. Your world is created by your mind in dream. This world is created by the mind of God. This is his dream. You and I are all his dream characters. He is dreaming. And he is now taking class. Somebody is listening. All he only. Mono acting. The good, the bad, the villain, the hero, all he only. Now whom are you going to love? Whom are you going to hate? And he is you. In dream, you love your hero and you hate your villain, is it? Both you need. When you go to a film, can you see a film Where there is no hero, there is no comedian. Sorry, there is no villain and there is no comedian. Villain, hero, comedian are all part of the show. Without a villain, there is no maja. Right? Your life also same. Your life also same. All you needed for your entertainment, that Lord provided, or He Himself created all this mono acting, like in our dream. Like your dream. Right? So, what caused this world of mine in dream? My mind. What causes this world? God's mind. Where was my mind? My mind is me only. Me, when I focus to an object, it becomes a thought. Consciousness plus object is a thought. Consciousness plus object, thought, then develop from that thought to another object or another modification, thought. Flow of thoughts is called mind. Flow of thoughts is called mind. One thought is not a mind. Your mind, when it is in present, sees one form without thinking of the past, future, anything else. When it sees only one form, it's no mind. It's no mind. Living in the present, cut off from the past and future, your Brahman, your ego, cut off from what all your past and future. See where the ego is there. You can only define yourself with all your past and future ambitions. Minus the past and future, ego is not there. So the present is the presence of that God. Present is the presence of the God. Past and future belongs to time. Time is the trick of the mind. Past and future belongs to the mind, which is time, which is Maya, all synonyms. Imagination, in you only. Similarly, the whole world is in him, in mind. When that Brahman takes the mind, he is called Hiranyagarbha, like one you with the waker, not conscious of the body, only with the mind, you are called the dreamer, Taijasa. Brahman is called with the mind Hiranyagarbha. Individual dreamer is called Taijasa. Dreamer. So, same Brahman, when he thinks, let me have some fun, I will create. When the first thought came, is Ishvara. Then for creation, he picked up from himself the mind. Then he becomes Hiranyagarbha. After that, he wants forms. He made forms, made them grosser through a process, subtle to gross, made the bodies, all bodies he identified, that becomes Virat. One of the bodies is you, Jiva. So now remember, Brahman, Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, Virat, Jiva. What are they? All are Brahman only. How all can be Brahman? How all can be Brahman? Anupama. Okay. Anupama has disappeared. So now I'll talk about Reddy.
Oh.
Reddy, Mr. Reddy, is a businessman. He's a businessman. I am a businessman. Will he be the same at home with wife and children? They will dial the asylum and send you there. At home, you are a father, husband, or a brother. At home, you are not the businessman. Even at home, when you do business, you detach from the other relationships. As a businessman, your dress is different. At home, dress is different. And then, when you go to club, dress is different. Play tennis, dress is different. After tennis, meet friends, dress is different. Come home, change to formal, informal dress, dress is different. One Reddy was the father, husband, brother, businessman, sportsman, club member, friend. All these are they different people? What changed? Name changed, role changed. Role means action. Name change, role change, action, dress change. Name, dress, role, action change. Reddy is same. Will Reddy forget that he is same in all these? Brahman is same. He takes different robes, dress to become Ishvara. Mula Prakriti, dress. To become Hiranyagarbha, he takes the dress of the mind. To become the Virata Purusha, he takes the dress. He takes the dress of all the bodies. To become a Jiva, takes the dress of one body. Same Brahman. You all agree? So this Brahman alone is there in everything. Right? Taking different roles. Taking different roles. To invoke this Brahman is called Upasana. Up to Virat, he remembers he is Brahman. Ishvara, he remembers he is Brahman. Without himself changing, he takes different roles as Hiranyagarbha, Virat. In all that he remembers he is Brahman. He has not changed, but he brings all changes. How? Somebody doesn't change, nothing else other than him brings all changes. It can only be an illusion. It cannot be real. That is the world. That is the world. So this is brought in a horse. Ashwamedha Yaga. It was popular in those days. So for Upasana, they took Ashwamedha Yaga, highest of Upasanas. Why was Brihadaranyaka Upanishad choose Ashwamedha Yaga? Because that's the highest in those days. It can be done mentally also. Don't have to do physical Ashwamedha. Only kings can do. Mentally also it can be do. Third, Ashwa, movement. Movement is time. Creation is time. Hiranyagarbha is creation. It is time. Ashwa takes you to the goal. Hiranyagarbha takes you to the goal. The body of the Hiranyagarbha is 1 year. The face of the Hiranyagarbha is the day. The back of Hiranyagarbha is the night. So whole Hiranyagarbha is time, mind, everything is in him. This Hiranyagarbha, you do Upasana, you become Hiranyagarbha, everything is in you. Then you discover it's all your mind. And mind is consciousness. Then you become Hiranyagarbha. If you further meditate, if you discover all this is my mind, you become the mind. Mind is consciousness, you become consciousness. This is the way Hiranyagarbha Upasana is done. Its front is Uttarayana, its back is Dakshinayana. Means what? All creation, Hiranyagarbha, is nothing but time. Time is mind, and therefore it's not real, it's illusion, it's projection. There are two types of sacrifices: sacrificing to gods, goats and all that. The other upasana, Hiranyagarbha upasana and all that, physically also done, mentally when you do, the sacrifice is done to yourself. Hiranyagarbha, you have sorrowed him, yourself. That is offering to the self. That is the upasana. So two upasanas, two types of upasanas. So having taught everything, the secondary and the primary upasanas, Yajnavalkya says, why do you need all this cumbersome process? Why don't you through knowledge get that you are that Brahman who is the seer, everything else is seen? Why don't you get it simple thing? You say, no, my mind is in so many things, I am not able to concentrate. Okay, then suffer this. Okay, then suffer this. Because they don't dismiss anybody because they are of inferior mind. They take care of everybody. Uttama adhikaris, Manda Madhyama adhikaris. Manda Madhyama adhikaris. Everybody, according to them, they prescribe. Right? So, with this, today's class, we stop. Any questions you have, please ask. 10 minutes is there.
Sir, is there any sort of scriptures which can help to do Nididhyasana?
Ji?
Nididhyasana, in the sense, whatever you have said regarding the Brahman alone is everything, is not.
Yes.
So
you,
is there...
Tell me, complete.
So this, I've gone through this kind of information. Is there anything kind of scriptures which helps me to assimilate this, information throughout my life?
Information they give, but that doesn't help you unless you make that information your own wisdom. Knowledge passes 3 stages: information, knowledge, wisdom. Information, when I tell you, when you understand it, it becomes knowledge. When you experience, it becomes wisdom.
The experience part, is there anything, any sort of meditation? I'm just doing this Atma Swarupa meditation from Viveka Chudamani, which says I am Atman Swaswarupa Dhyanam. Is there anything else which can help me? The moment I do the meditation, it gives instant relief, Atyantaka Dukkha Nirvati Paramananda Prapti. But it should be every time. The moment I do meditation, I'll be calm, I'll be in the Atman state, relaxed. After some time, that knowledge slips from my mind and I'll be, just like other person.
Yes. I told you in the beginning itself, anything that got through action has to be finite. Your experience in meditation is finite. You understand? So what you have to do? You have got the information, you have also seen, felt, vaguely at least in meditation.
Yes.
Vaguely, continuously you have to suggest, this is me, that is not me. You understand? That is the real meditation, not what you did in the sitting. But that's necessary. But that's not real meditation. That is only dhyana, concentration. Real meditation is experienced in and through all the variety. This is God, this is me. That is not me. That is called Sahaja Samadhi or Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi is not without thoughts, without plurality. Nirvikalpa Samadhi is not to have doubts, is not to see the many in the one, is to see the one and the many. No plurality, no doubts. That's Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, when you are able to feel while moving through, that's Sahaja Samadhi, highest. You understand? So conscious of God in everything. Good happens, the Lord in that form. Bad happens, the Lord in that form. What to hug, what to reject.
Correct.
When you have nothing to hug, nothing to reject, there is no mind. Where there is no mind, you alone are there. Okay. Any other questions?
Santana Krishnan, I think.
Yes,
raised
sir.
his hand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Namaste, Mahodaya. Thank you very much. Extremely helpful, and we feel blessed. If the self is the seer, what is the role of the self in owning the actions? Is the self driving the actions? And the good and bad part of the actions, is there an accountability and responsibility for that self, which is only a seer?
Yes. If it has done, it has accountability. If it has not done, it has no accountability. Right? Without the sun, there is no life. The oxygen that you and I breathe comes from the sun. The energy comes from the sun. Right?
Yes.
But without the sun, there is no life. But is sun responsible for you to do a murder or an yajna? He alone gives you all life and energy. He is Hiranyagarbha in fact. But is he responsible for all the murders and yajnas that you do? But
Question.
without him, they cannot happen. So it says in Gita, Maya Adhyachena. In my presidentship, I am the king. Everybody acts. I don't do anything. Everybody acts according to their own designations. What defines them? Designations, their own vasanas. Their own vasanas. Your vasanas, your mind is responsible for what you do. God is not responsible, though God supports all actions, good or bad. He doesn't do. Yes, sir. Sarnama, you are waiting for long.
Yes, sir. Namaskaram, sir. That Janaka, when you said there is this Agnavalka created fire, which is a mystic fire,
Yeah,
and Janaka did not move,
yeah.
I found it more like an irresponsible behavior, because he, being the king, he has to go and figure out what if Mithila is burning. Shouldn't he be going and figuring it out rather than sitting that I am separate, fire is separate?
Because Janaka knows it is a mystic fire created by the Guru. Because Janaka is a Gnani.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Okay.
He is a Gnani. He sees that in my dream, do I bring water to douse the fire in my dream?
Okay, because he is definitely much better in his.
He is an enlightened person. He is a Gnani. Only that Yagnavalkya want to show to sannyasis why he had to wait for him. A king with so many responsibilities can come 10 minutes late. But he is a Gnani. You have to wait for him.
Agree. Thank you, sir.
Narayana.
Surabhi, yeah.
Hari Om Guruji.
No Guru, Hemu, uncle.
Okay, uncle, thank you so much for these beautiful classes. I've been waiting for years to study the Upanishads. Finally, I got a chance. by God's grace. So I have this book which was recommended in the group. This book I've got.
Yeah.
How do you advise me to, after the first session of like today's, today's second session, but today with the book, how do you advise us to go through this book after the class? Till what chapter's been done, how many pages, or what is it like,
Yeah. I already given you the clues in the class itself how to apply. Okay.
Yes.
Everything seen is not real. Is the object, is not you. Because you saw, what you see is not you. You understand? I asked you to watch your thoughts. When you watch your thoughts, thoughts are different, you are different. Right? So whatever is objectified is not you. Body also you can see, not you. Mind you can see, not you. Intellect you can see, not you. All problems belong to the body, mind, intellect. Therefore, you don't have any problems. Who are you? The seer. When the body, mind, intellect is there, I am there. When they are not there also, like in sleep, I am there. One who is there in and through them, one who is there even without them, that is me, the subject, the real. I told this in the class also. But doesn't matter, it's very subtle, you have to hear many times. Nothing wrong in that. But that is the clue from this Upanishad class, from this particular class.
Yes, uncle, but how do I read this book? I want
Don't
to
worry. Just don't worry now. But read it wherever you can't understand. This question you raised next class, I have to answer to others also. Wherever you don't understand, you just leave it. You know why? When a doctor takes the junior doctors around with him through the ward, he asks the patient in simple language, did you sleep well? Yes, sir. Did you eat well? No, I had no hunger. Okay. Did you have pain? A little, sir. Okay. Then he turns to the nurse and gives prescription, medicine. The patient doesn't have to know anything else. He turns to the junior doctors and explains them in technical language. What he talks to junior doctors in technical language, the patient doesn't have to know. He has to only take the prescribed medicines. Similarly, what you don't understand in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Shankara talking to the other schools of philosophies, Sankhya, Vaiseshika, Nyaya, etc., you don't need that. What you understand, that's all you need. So don't stop reading and read. Take what all you can understand. Do not worry what you can't understand. Okay?
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Dilika.
Lilika ji wants to ask me a question. She will corner me because she knows everything about me. Yeah. Not able to hear.
Unmute. Yeah.
Hari Om, sir.
Yeah.
You mentioned, and we've also read in Swamiji also says that we've read over a period of time that a single thought is not mind.
Yeah.
Flow of thoughts is mind.
Yes.
But you also mentioned
Yeah.
how a thought without past and future
Yeah.
is a no mind state. How
Yeah.
can we assume that? Because a single thought can also come with its connotations of past and present. If I don't like, for example, to take a silly example,
Yeah.
eggplant,
When you
the
are
moment I
focusing
see
on
it,
the
my
work
likes and
that you
dislikes are triggered. Sorry, sir.
see, what happens if you are going to say, this happens to me, then you don't need teaching. You have to change what happens. Is it not? If you say, this is what happens, then why guidance? You need guidance to see things differently. Right? to see things different. Now I'll give you a clue how to live in the present. When I am talking, if I focus me on you and talk, I am not involved with the past or future. When I am talking with you, if I think, oh, this Linika, I know her. Yeah, I know her. She is too big. She is also knowledge. How can I answer her? Then my efficiency goes down. My worries start. My fears start. My fears start. My anxiety start. If I only focus on what you said, talk to you, what I know, I will tell. What I do not know, honestly, I will say, Linika, sorry, I don't know. There is no past, there is no future, therefore no regrets, no guilt, no anxiety, no fear. Only way to get rid of your fear, anxiety is to focus on the present job that you are doing. I have no job to do. What to do? Just watch your silence. Withdraw from the mind. Watch the one who is watching. Just be in that state of silence. Oh, it doesn't happen. It will happen when you practice. You put a matchstick under a, big bulk of newspapers, stack of newspapers, matchstick. You won't see any fire. But it's happening. When many of the newspapers are burned, suddenly you will see the fire. So when you start practicing, immediately you may not see the results, but it works. It never goes a waste. Anything else, Linika Maji? You can also differ from me. There's nothing wrong.
So I just want to add, so basically you are also observer of the single thought.
Basically, hello? I am not able to hear you.
I think her screen is freezing, I think.
Yeah, basically.
She told that you are an observer of that thought.
Mm.
Whatever thought you have, you are an observer of that thought.
So I think my connection was is off. I said you are also the observer of the single thought.
Yeah, I am the observer of the single thought. Then I know clearly I am different from the thought. When you are only observing one thought, there is no mix-up. Because that thought is different, I am observing it. There is no mix-up. Normally, when the mind goes, there is a mix-up of me and the varieties. Problem is not thought. Problem is not object. Problem is the mix-up. Problem is the mix-up.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you are not convinced. It's okay, Narayana. It's his problem. I not undertaken the responsibility for him to do a perfect job. Right? That's his problem. Narayana. Yeah.
I think she looked convinced. There's a nice question in the chat, but I think that lady said she'll ask it next week. So probably we'll in the interest of time also.
Anupama, you can be fast in work, but don't be fast in talking. I can't.
Sorry.
I have problem in hearing.
No, I think Linika had a happy face. So I think she was happy with your response. That's what I said. And there is someone else who has sent a question in the chat. A very nice question, in fact. But that lady says she'll ask next week. So maybe we'll defer it to next week, is what I said.
Sorry, excuse me, that was me. I'm actually in a place where there are a lot of people, so I'm unable to turn my video and thing on. If you can ask the question on behalf of me to him, maybe.
Okay. If I eventually realize I am infinite and become Brahman, will I then again dream of many finite me?
Yeah.
Do you want me to
Yes.
repeat or? Yeah.
Yes. That will come. That particular chapter is a speciality of the Brihadaranyaka. That will come. When you know everybody is me, whom will you love, whom will you hate? My finger that poked my eyes, will I cut off the finger? My eye become blind because my finger poked. Even then, will I cut off my finger? When I know all is me, I love all unconditionally. Unconditionally. I won't love the people who are in satsang bhavana. I will love people outside satsanga bhavana whom the world rejects. Say they are criminals. I will hug them. Honest. Honest. You understand? Because who made them criminal? You and me. Okay. Any other questions also? You can put it in the group. I will try to answer. I don't say I will answer. I will try to answer. Hari Om. God bless you all.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you, sir. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hari Om.
Thank you.